Hello, world. Today we're going to talk about everyone's favorite thing.
We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice.
Practicing. Boo! If you're like me, you go through phases with practicing. Periods where you're practicing every day. You might be working through a new book or a course, and you're feeling motivated, you're feeling productive, and you feel great. Other times, you feel unmotivated, undisciplined, and not sure of what to even work on. We don't know what we don't know. If you're feeling that way right now, this video is for you. I heard something interesting recently. I was listening to a podcast featuring Matt Gartska, the famed drummer of Animals as Leaders and one of my favorite drummers alive. And he said something very profound. He said that when he doesn't know what to practice, he'll just sit down on his kit and just start improvising. And really quickly, he will hear his own mistakes and his own weaknesses, and that will be the basis for his practice that day. And I thought that was genius, because sometimes practicing can feel like this high-pressure thing where we want to buy a new drum book and commit the next 3 to 6 months to doing every page, every exercise, multiple tempos, all of these things. And we're super motivated for a week. And then we start skipping it, and the next thing you know, the book is on the shelf with the other stack of drum books that are incomplete, and we feel guilty. This video is for any drummer today that's feeling a little bit unmotivated and isn't ready to commit to a 3 to 6 month course or book. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in real time. I'm going to record myself, and I'm going to find my own weaknesses, and I'm sure you guys will hear them too. And I'll talk about how we can improve those just for today. And if you do this every day or every other day, you will be making really great progress, and you're using your own weaknesses as the content for your practicing. So it's not even something that's outside of you. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Let's try it out. So immediately, I'm already hearing that my left foot isn't perfectly in time while I'm trying to play these fun little rhythms on the drums. And I haven't even included my right foot yet. So let me try that again, and I might have to slow it down. The test here is whether or not my floor tom is exactly in time with this hi-hat. Check it out. Right there. We want those two hits to be perfectly in unison and consistently in unison. So I could just work on that for 10, 15 minutes, turn on my metronome, slow down the BPM, and just get really, really meditative with it. And after 10 or 15 minutes, my timing will be way more solid on that rhythm. And then I could start including some kick drum. Maybe a pattern as simple as this. And the same idea applies. There are moments when my kick drum is not perfectly in time with my tom hits. And so that alone becomes this, it's like a meditation and a coordination exercise that I just came up with just on the fly that becomes really good content for practice. Let's do a different example. So I'm hearing like stiffness. My ghost notes don't sound very good. The hi-hat isn't super dynamic. So in that example, I might slow it down and work on making the hi-hat a little bit more dynamic. Something like this. Just listen to yourself. Feel it in your own body. Feel the stiffness and lean into that and see if you can relax around it. And if you have the ability to record yourself, even better. Yeah, that's basically the entire idea. Other ideas for practicing are see how fast you can play something. See how slow you can play something. You know, it's like going to the gym. What's your PR, as they call it? You know, how much can you bench? Well, today we're going to find out. How fast can you do your double kicks? Today we're going to find out. And you can use that to set goals. Some people treat drumming kind of like a sport, which I think is kind of cool in a way. Some people will say, no, man, it's art. But if it gives you a goal to strive for, then that's awesome. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you get some good practicing in today. And as always,
like and subscribe!